Hey, this is Dan. Welcome back to Real Vape Review, and I have a Kanger Thanx 3 review for you guys today. And Joe over at ecsmokes.com, he went ahead and sent this over to me for review. And yeah, it is the official Kangertech Thanx 3 Dual Coil Clear Atomizer Series. Awesome tank for sure. It is a dual coil. I'll show you a couple things. I have the actual Thanx 3 out and on my SVD right now, and I'll show you that in just a sec. But I want to show you the box here and what comes in the box. When I open it up, and I got a lot of glare coming in, but anyway, it's got a little instruction manual here. It's a little 2-page instruction manual. Anyway, I'll show you that real quick. It has Kangertech on the front of it here. Thanx 3 dual coil, and on the inside it's got a little ohms reading thing here. If I get to focus. Anyway, right over here it says 1.8 to 2.2 ohms of resistance. You're under between 3.2 and 6.0 volts. So, and it just has a little bit of information in there on how to fill it up and everything. And yeah, pretty basic. And it says all parts is replaceable. All parts are replaceable. Anyway, from the drip tip through the drip tip connector all the way down to the bottom in the coil. And anyway, it also comes with a product authenticity piece right here. And you could actually take on the box right here, it has this little scratch code or a scratch off thing. It says scratch it off the coding and check authenticity at szkanger.com. Anyway, scratch off's got a little code. You put it in there, you make sure that this is actual authentic Kanger product. So it's kind of nice. You can verify you got an actual, you didn't get a clone or you didn't get some other, knockoff. But anyway, on the inside here, it's got a plastic thing. I got the tank already out. It comes with 2 heads. And now the one head I had to go ahead and put in the tank. And then it also comes with a beauty ring. And I'll show you that beauty ring here in just a second. But yeah, it came with 2 heads. I thought it might have a head already in the tank. But when I opened it up, whatever, I had to put a head in. So it comes with 2 heads. And it is 2.1 ohms of resistance. Let me show you this right here. 2.1 ohms of resistance. So that's what it is running at right now. And right now I'm running this at, I'll show you in just a second, or I'll tell you, 3.9 volts is what I'm running this at right now. Fantastic vapor production. It works so well. I have the same complaint on this one though that I had with the original Thanx, that it's a little bit airy. It has a little bit of an airy draw coming through. Still not too bad. Let me go ahead and show you this. Get the little plastic thingy jigger off of here. Maybe. All right, come on out of there, buddy. I'm going to go ahead and show you the little beauty ring that comes with this. Now this is they call it a beauty ring. So if you have, let me grab one of my eVods real quick. So if you have an eVod, like this right here, or regular Ego style, or another, or you have it, you have some other setup anyway, you don't have the beauty ring like this SVD does, you could actually take, and if you set this Kanger Thanx 3 on there, kind of looks a little bit goofy. It's got a big gap right in here and it kind of looks like, like a, I don't know, looks goofy. Doesn't look good anyway. So you take this little beauty ring, you screw it onto the Ego threading of your, like your Ego style or your eVod tank or whatever. Then you screw on your Thanx 3. Screw that into place. Now that looks a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. My ring is going to be the death of all videos. It really is. Anyway, now it looks a whole bunch cleaner. It looks a whole bunch better on there. And you can see on the front of it here, it says Kangertech Thanx 3. And the juice I'm vaping through it today is actually from ecsmokes.com as well. And this is going to be the hazelnut coffee. Not a huge fan of the coffee flavors, although I do like them from time to time. But this one with the hazelnut is coming through really, really strong. So I'm going to pump this little eVod up to 4.4 volts. Or 4.0 volts, and we'll go ahead and vape on it. You can hear that airiness, you can hear that airflow coming through, but yeah, it is a fantastic unit for sure. And like I said, this is the replacement head, and it's really easy when the head becomes, if you want to change flavors or if it becomes bad, and they say you're supposed to change them out every month or so. I have had units that I've ran for a lot longer than a month. but I don't constantly run off of one tank though. You can see all this back here. I run off of, well, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm running off of 9 tanks at once, different flavors, different things. I got stuff going on, all different kinds. But anyway, you're supposed to change the heads out every month or so. You don't necessarily have to until you start getting a really burnt taste that won't go away, or the coil just burns itself out, which does happen, or numerous reasons. You just want to switch it out and get a nice, clean, brand new, flavor in, brand new vape or whatever, and you can do that for sure. But yeah, even sitting on top of an EVOD, like my Real ejuice EVOD right here, this is a really nice, it looks really nice on here, that Pro Tank 3 does. Vape's really nice. You got the window open, so breeze is coming in really heavy. But yeah, you guys can definitely see that vapor production coming off of this thing. Like I said, the only complaint I really do have, it's a little bit airy, but I've tried three different Pro Tanks. I've tried the Pro Tank Mini, the Pro Tank, and this Pro Tank 3. All three are pretty airy. They have a lot of airflow coming through them. And let's see if you can hear that coming through on this. Am I not? And I've been having trouble with my SVD. So I'm just going to go back to the EVOD. I need to adjust my center pin on my SVD. It's not making a good connection. It's been doing that a little bit lately. Now you can hear the airflow coming through. Like I say, I'm not a big fan of that really loud, gushing air. I would rather have a little tighter draw, but if you had a tighter draw on this, your vapor production, you'd probably flood out the coil, and you don't want to do that. Now, I have seen a lot of reviews and a lot of talk on the Pro Tank 2s, a little bit on the Pro Tank 3s, but people having leaking issues. And the number one cause of that is your head not being tight on the inside. Make sure when you get these and you put the head down in there, when you're changing out your juices, adding juices, or doing whatever, this is a bottom fill. Anyway, just grab that little head, just get it a little tight. Make sure it's tight every single time. If it's loose, you're going to end up getting flooding or leaking. It's going to come on the inside. It's going to flow to the inside of it, and you're going to get some leakage. Now, one thing about this is it does have a changeable, is that right? Interchangeable drip tip, so I could actually take that drip tip out, and let's go with, make sure it fits. I have not tried this, so hopefully it does. It does. Slap on the old skull drip tip, and now we got a little badass unit here. So wow, love that vapor production. But yeah, interchangeable drip tip, and to fill these up, to fill up this Pro Tank 3, you actually take it off there. It has standard 510 threading on the bottom of it, and you can see that there, 510. Focus. Why you no focus? Anyway, it's got a 510 connector on the bottom of it. What you do is you turn it upside down, unscrew the bottom, pull this out, and there's where you can see the head. Now you just take that head, make sure it's tight, and then you actually fill up your juice this way. Make sure you don't get down into the center port. Wow, the garbage man is really loud. Always got something going on outside my house. But anyway, you fill that back up that way. You screw that back into place. You don't want to get anything over tight, but you also don't want to loose either. It's got rubber grommets and stuff in there to keep fluid and everything from leaking out. But yeah, all in all, this Pro Tank 3, I love it. It really is. This, in my opinion, is right up there with, I guess, the Clowper C1 is right up there with this, in my opinion. I like this. I like this Pro Tank 3, but I love this Clowper. Even though I have to turn it upside down, I love it. But this is a Pro Tank 3 review, so the Clowper don't really count. It is an awesome, easy, simple, simplified version clearomizer type tank. Bottom coil. It's a dual coiled atomizer. They work really easy. They're very simple to use, and yeah, they're a really good deal right now at ecsmokes.com. Definitely check them out. They have got a lot of awesome vaping supplies and equipment, e-juices. Yeah, I can't get enough of it. So. But this Pro Tank 3, let's go ahead and jump into some ratings on it. As far as vapor production goes, awesome. It is a perfect vapor production. It's a 10 out of 10 on vapor production. The quality of the taste of the ejuice coming through is spot on. I don't get any burnt taste. I don't get any. On this one, I've not had any spitting or any, like clogging of it. I haven't had any of the juice get in the inside, and I've gotten any in my mouth. I have not had any of those issues to speak of whatsoever. And I like the original drip tip on this one, just a little more comfortable. But this is a badass drip tip, but it's not all that comfortable with that top piece. So we'll put that back on my K-Fun. Put it back over here for more for looks than anything. Anyway, but yeah, all in all, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 all the way around on this Pro Tank 3. Only downfall I see is that it does have a little bit of a whistle, and it's a little bit too much of an airflow, and the airflow is not adjustable, unfortunately. Absolutely fantastic. So yes, Joe at ecsmokes.com. Thank you, my friend. The Pro Tank 3 is awesome. If you guys have got them, let me know what you think about them in the comments down below. If you haven't got one, go over to ecsmokes.com and pick you up one. Probably the best deal you're going to find online for an authentic Kangertech Pro Tank 3 dual coil. It's BTC bottom or BDC bottom dual coil. It's fantastic. So, and it's got some information on the back of the quick start guide. It tells you all about it. And if you don't know how to fill them, don't know any of the really technical stuff, there's tons of videos on YouTube on everything to do with the Pro Tank 3. And if you don't trust me, don't take my word for it. Search out the Pro Tank 3. You won't find anybody that hates them. Well, you might find a few, but for the most part, the Kanger Pro Tank 3s are absolutely awesome tanks. And like I said, you can get them right now at ecsmokes.com. I'll link it up above, or show it up above, link it down below, all that good stuff. So, all right, yeah, that's it for today. Thank you once again, Joe from EC Smokes, for the Pro Tank 3. It is a fantastic little tank. I love it. Like I said, it's right up there with my Clowper and my K-Fun. My K-Fun's rebuildable, so it's kind of hard to compare it, to a replaceable coil or replaceable head unit. But you guys get the idea. So, all right, check out all my links I got going on down below. Definitely check out ecsmokes.com. In fact, okay, you can see it right there, ecsmokes.com. But yeah, definitely check out EC Smokes and show your support. And check out my own line of e-juices. Should have it linked right up there, realejuice.com. Anyway, we'll check you guys out. We'll check you guys out. I'll check you guys out. How about you guys check me out on my next review? Stay charged and vape on.